MFreeformEqualizer is a spectral FFT equalizer plugin by Melda Audio. It has astounding functions that are useful for sound design and especially sound recreation. This is not a sponsored video. I bought this plugin on sale and simply thought it has such unique features no one talks about that I wanted to make this video. In this video I will focus on 4 main elements I have already highlighted in this video's thumbnail. First of all, the main purpose of MFreeformEqualizer is that you can draw any EQ curve shape you want and it will filter the sound accordingly. Unlike traditional EQ plugins, however, it can filter almost arbitrarily precise frequency bands over the whole spectrum instead of being limited by a small amount of EQ bands. For example, in the FreeChow multi-tool, you can also draw an EQ curve, but it will use some curve-fitting algorithm to make the closest approximation of it using 8 EQ bands. The sharp precision of MFreeformEQ comes at an expense though. On my machine it produces almost 0.2 seconds of latency, which produces a noticeable delay between clicking play and hearing the filtered sound. This is not a real problem though, since you can export the EQ curve as an impulse response, as I will show later. Secondly, it is possible to type in mathematical functions that generate EQ curves. To do this, right-click on the periodogram and choose Expression Evaluator. Here you can write formulas like logarithms or trigonometric functions, and scale them to make interesting EQ shapes. Now it gets even more interesting for sound recreations. Here I use XOXOS Water plugin, which is a beautiful old 32-bit physical modeling plugin that generates everything from water droplets to rain and river sounds, as well as my own resonator preset as soundscape I want to match. Using the automatic equalizer section of the plugin, you can first hit Analyze Ideal to record the sound distribution you want to recreate. Then you can record your own version, or any other sound for that matter, with Analyze This. To match the EQ curves, hit the Equalize button. Very impressive. I'd say there are 2 main cases where matching EQs like this will be helpful. First, for ambience or noise soundscapes, which I often notice in dub techno music. If the original sound has an interesting and rather static noise in it, MFreeformEqualizer will capture it exceptionally well. The second case might be mastering your mix with a similar sounding reference track. Finally, what makes this plugin even better is that you can export the EQ as a WAV file impulse response, IR for short. You can import the IR file into any convolver plugin, like Fruity Convolver inside FL Studio or Ableton's Hybrid Reverb. You might need to tweak the settings of the convolution effects a little. Let me know if you found this plugin review to be helpful. Thanks for watching and see you soon, hopefully with new tracks when I finally find interesting ideas.